Well, you know what they say. It's important to admit when you're wrong, right? So, may have jumped the gun talking about Marriage Story. Then we need to follow up and admit when we are wrong.
Is this about because it's about Noah Baumbach's divorce and not his parents' divorce?
Exactly right. It's actually about his divorce from Jennifer Jason Leigh, not his parents' divorce. Every other thing we said, that still stands. We were just wrong about the divorce aspect. Otherwise, it's still just some boring shit. I did watch it.
Before you go into it, I haven't watched it yet, but someone did say to me that it seemed like Adam Driver's character, like the whole reason he couldn't be in a marriage is just too successful to be in a marriage.
Yeah, it makes Noah Baumbach, since Adam Driver is obviously the self-inserting character. It just makes him seem like the most insufferable asshole of all time.
I remember that other movie I was thinking of too, his first movie, It's called Kicking and Screaming.
Oh, that's not his first movie,
Isn't
though.
it?
Squid and the Whale is his first movie.
I thought it came out before Squid and the Whale, but I could be wrong. But anyways, that's the one where it's like four dudes right out of college and like they don't want to move on with their life, right? That's basically the movie.
Kicking and Screaming? Yeah, I think so. Which is the one with Ben Stiller?
The Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
I don't think that's Noah Baumbach.
I don't remember the Ben Stiller Noah Baumbach one.
Could have sworn he's got a Ben Stiller one. Let's check out his filmography. You're right, Kicking and Screaming is his first movie.
Yeah, suck it. You're admitting it wrong twice.
That's fine. Squid and the Whale, Margot at the Wedding. Oh, Greenberg, that's the Ben Stiller one. Francis Ha, While We're Young. Man, I don't really like any of these movies. I thought The Squid and the Whale was interesting when I was about 15. Is that when it came out? Oh, 2005? No, I was like 19. 19. I also thought Memoirs of a Geisha was a good movie around the same time. I haven't revisited it since then. Because fucking Zhang Ziyi's in it. That's why I liked it. I remember it being directed really well, too. But I haven't watched it since I was 19. The Joe Wright, Pride and Prejudice, is another movie that came out around that time that I liked. I think I still like that one. So basically, Memoirs of a Geisha and Pride and Prejudice at the time, I liked them because of Zhang Ziyi and Keira Knightley. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to have to revisit them and see if either of them are still good movies. But yeah, sorry Noah Baumbach, that your movie is actually about the time you divorced Jennifer Jason Leigh so you could hang out with Greta Gerwig.
I don't know. I don't know his personal life as well.
I've also got to admit, I was wrong about The Mandalorian. Baby Yoda can't save Star Wars. That shit's corny. We talked about it off podcast already, so we won't rehash it, but basically it's just not very good. Sorry, Star Wars. And the big story we gotta talk about. Did you watch the Video Game Awards?
No.
What?
I don't watch any award show. You think I'm gonna watch a goddamn video game?
Don't you remember watching them just a few years ago to see how embarrassing they were?
No,
they were so terrible.
I can honestly say I've never seen a single second of the Video Game Awards.
Oh, I've watched. Always watched like the cringe reels and stuff from them because they are just god awful. I watched parts of this one though because guess who was there?
Howdy-o?
Well, yeah, Kojima was there, of course, but Grimes performed.
Well, she's like, oh, we're just this is a video game I'm performing in. We're in a real life video game. This is the simulation. So how she opened her performance?
Nah, it was related to Cyberpunk 2077.
She's a fucking Cybertruck drive on stage afterwards.
No, but the Cybertruck, there's rumors that it's going to be in the game.
Yeah, 100% is going to be in that fucking game. Yeah. I'm not stupid.
Yeah, her music's in Cyberpunk 2077. She plays a character in Cyberpunk 2077. Also, Churches was there performing their song from Death Stranding. Hey, that was better.
Are you going to still play Cyberpunk 2077 when you find out that Elon Musk voiced a character in it?
It depends. If Grimes' character in the game is romanceable, I'll play it no matter what. If not, though, and Elon Musk voices a character in it, then no, I won't play it. I actually probably won't end up playing it anyways because it seems like some corporate bullshit that totally missed the whole point of Cyberpunk. And just like who the fuck has time to play like a 90-hour game? Except for fucking nerds who think the Cybertruck's cool.
No, you don't understand. You see, farmers are going to use it because they don't have to go back into town to fuel up their farming vehicle. That's what farmers are like. I know this because someone on the internet who's never been on a farm said so.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think I've ever been on a farm. Oh,
you absolutely have.
The ostrich farm, right? It wasn't Trongo had an ostrich
Yeah.
farm. Hell yeah.
It's more of a ranch, though.
Yeah.
We've been on a couple ranches. I've been on a lot more ranches than farms.
I've actually been on a couple farms because, like, field trips in the bay and stuff. A lot of times you go out to, like, farmland and stuff. So I've been on a few farms. I haven't really worked on them. I've hung out on ranches. I've hung out with cows before. So I guess I probably know more than the person who said that farmers are going to use the Cybertruck. They're going to pay... It's also like, so it's hella expensive to get the truck that would be strong enough to actually help out with any farming. So I don't know why they would pay that much when they could just get...
just wait a year and get the electric F-150 that's coming out.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they also don't look like an asshole. Elon Musk is such a joke. God damn. Did you see his recent tweets about, how video games, magic, quantum physics, blah, blah. Yeah. Someone...
Oh, you're just there's too many NPCs in this video game. I fucking hate that mentality so much.
Someone perfectly encapsulated, like, the problem with Elon Musk is, like, we shouldn't... This is what happens when 40-year-olds start doing drugs. Like, these are all thoughts you should have had when you're, like, 15. Come on, man. And then people are like, fuck you, what have you ever done? He invented the electric car.
What? No.
Yeah, he didn't do shit. He's a joke.
The first time I saw the electric car was in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids 2.
Elon Musk actually really encapsulates...
Honey, I Blew Up the Kid.
Yeah. Like, honestly, really encapsulates what I dislike about mainstream society. The fact that he can be seen as, like, some sort of savior or a creative genius or an interesting person or even cool in any way. And people speaking up against him is, shouted down so much. You just didn't put any thought into this guy. You can look at him and see this guy fucking sucks. Like, he's a fucking... You can
look at his fucking eyes.
Yeah, he's a fucking bum. Like, he's a flop. But nope. Only in fucking this weird Anglosphere, shitty... Oh, I love Tony Stark. Like, oh yeah, choke me with the boots harder, daddy. Like, fucking... Our society's fucked. And Elon Musk is just like a monument to how fucked up we are.
So it's to the east we must look. China and India are our saviors.
Come on, Xi Jinping, drop the bomb. I'm ready.
Come on, Emperor Modi.
Come on, do it.
Do it. Man, there's like fucking no one out there.
Nah.
We're fucked.
I'm ready for a change though, so we fucking drop the bomb, Xi Jinping. Come on, what's Kim Jong-un? Send those nukes.
They're not gonna go very far.
Yeah. Nah, I don't want to live in some shitty fucking Fallout universe.
Me neither, because we saw how the Fallout universe turned out.
Yeah, they just kept listening to the same old fucking golden oldies. Jazz standards? I don't think so.
A big iron on his hip.
Oh, that song rules, though. I hate that it turned into like a fucking meme or something.
That's what it's gonna. Well,
that's how culture operates
only 10
now.
10 songs in that goddamn video game, and it's 90 hours. So you're gonna hear the song a million fucking times. There's no way.
What? No, beyond the game, Big Iron is a meme on the internet.
I know it became that because of the fucking game, though.
Is it because of the game? It happened recently.
So. I feel like you
relatively
can't
recently.
Escape it. But that's just me.
I don't know. Fucking. That's what I mean. Culture's fucked. And Elon Musk, you son of a bitch. Whatever. We watched Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Oh yeah, this is a movie. This is VHS Cult.
Oh yeah, VHS Cult.
VHS Cult.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Sean.
I'm just a simple country gentleman in want of a wife.
I'm a man looking to sow as much discord as I possibly can.
Oh, that kind of suits me too. Also, I'm not a country gentleman. I'm not from the country. Pretty urbane. I am in want of a wife. Now, there's a website you can go to that tells you like your 6th or your 19th century novel trope. It'll just randomly give you one, and that's the one I got this morning. It was like a genteel country man in want of a wife, and it was like kind of accurate,
except for the country and the genteel.
Yeah, the country part's the real outlier. So I don't like getting my boots dirty.
I mean, if they're using the traditional definition of genteel, I don't think you qualify either.
Yeah, isn't that like a wealthy landed
nobility kind of?
Well, that's not me. I am foppish though. Like I just said, I don't like getting my boots dirty. But that's about it. Yeah, Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Oh yeah.
So on Friday, Joe Bob Briggs on Shudder had a Friday the 13th Christmas horror movie marathon.
Did you watch this?
They watched Silent Night, Deadly Night 2.
Garbage day.
Which basically shows everything from Silent Night, Deadly Night, and it's just framed it has a framing narrative with his brother and the asylum, and then the ending is really the only new footage. Joe Bob does the same sort of thing that we're trying to do, where he just tells you all the interesting facts and information about the movie. And he kind of just went over the whole franchise and totally ruined this episode for us. So
fucking Joe Bob, you son of a bitch. You country motherfucker.
They even recreated the Linnea Quigley getting impaled on the antlers with Darcy the Mail Girl. So, is there anything you want to talk about since we can't talk about Silent Night, Deadly Night?
You know what's even worse? We don't even have a Darcy the Mail Girl to impale on antlers.
That's why
Kyle, do you want to get up on some antlers?
No, I'm in want of a wife that will be impaled.
What's Darcy the Mail Girl up to?
She fucking is on Shudder working with Joe Bob Briggs and living out the dream. I need to be.
So you need to kill her and replace her. That's what
I want to be his protege. Come on, hit me up, Joe Bob.
You would look good in some of those jackets.
Hell yeah, wear a bolo tie. Well, then I'll really be a country gentleman. Country gentleman.
Oh, fine country gentleman over here.
Joe Bob's like kind of working class hero too. He's not really like genteel, so I get it. I could do it. I don't really like beer.
How do you feel about whiskey?
I like whiskey.
And rye.
Nah, just whiskey. I like whiskey and gin. Gin and tonic's official drink of F. Scott Fitzgerald and Shane McGowan.
F. Scott Fitzgerald is a piece of shit.
Oh, really?
I mean, I don't know. I would assume so.
Him and Zelda had a pretty tumultuous relationship.
That's a nice way of putting it.
Oh, well. So we can't talk about Silent Night, Deadly Night.
We sure can.
Was the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. You've made it through Halloween. Now try and survive Christmas. Silent Night, Deadly Night.
No, we
Let's
can't.
talk about Billy for 2 seconds.
No, we can't.
Does he remind you of Blast Hard Cheese from Space Mutiny, Mr. Science Theater fame? That's what as soon as I saw
because he's
him.
like a lantern jaw,
Yeah, giant,
the handsome guy, but like in that weird, like
it's
a little too handsome.
It's a Chet Strongjaw over there.
Yeah, I forgot about Blast Hard Cheese. My very masculine fake character that I used to use on the internet was Lance Uppercut. Right? I like all those like.
Remember when you applied for that Harry Potter roleplay?
Yeah, so we had a friend that was participating in like a live journal community that was like Harry Potter roleplay, and like I applied for it as my character being Lance Uppercut.
Burst into the room screaming with a knife in his hand, screaming meat.
I never got any follow up about it. I don't think. No one ever got back to me.
I think they just quietly ignored you.
Yeah, so Hateful Eight's a good movie.
Is that where we're going?
Yeah, I watched it last night because I was like, well, Silent Night, Deadly Night, bullshit. It's all ruined, Joe Bob. Watched Hateful Eight.
Did you watch the 4-part miniseries version?
Oh, fuck that shit, man. That's not Quentin Tarantino's vision. That seems like so anti-Quentin Tarantino.
But he's the one that fucking did it.
I don't care. He's dumb. Fuck Quentin Tarantino. Ruined his own movie. I just
pulled a George Lucas, huh?
Yeah, I just watched the film version.
Did you hear that J.J. Abrams said he really wanted to release the theatrical cut of the original Star Wars trilogy, but apparently there's something in the Disney Lucas contract that prevents it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I actually kind of like that George Lucas ruined the original trilogy. Or like, I mean, he honestly didn't change enough to say it's ruined or anything, but I like that.
I mean, like the Greedo Han thing is like real stupid.
What?
Everything else is kind of like incidental.
McClunky?
What?
McClunky. You don't know about McClunky?
No.
Oh, he changed it again for the most recent release. And Greedo's got a line where he goes, McClunky. And then he gets shot. And so now McClunky is a thing.
What the fuck?
McClunky. Man, you don't know about McClunky?
I don't know about fucking McClunky.
You need to spend more time on the internet. You're not online enough.
I've spent too much time on the internet.
Yeah. McClunky.
McClunky. Solo.
Yeah, I don't know. Just like if I was made like a crazy like popular franchise and was gonna sell it to a major corporation or whatever, like he was, I would absolutely just fuck it up on the way out. And then in the contract, like, can't ever change it back.
Yeah, but he fucked it up like years before.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's doing it out of like this own like personal drive he has, where he's like, oh, it's not fucking right, it's not perfect. Well, because the whole thing with the Greedo scene, my understanding is that scene, it's not in the script or the screenplay or anything. It was originally gonna be the Jabba scene, right? Mm-hmm. But it didn't work, so they just quickly put together the Greedo scene, and then he was never like satisfied with it, which is like, whatever. I mean, come on, people like it, it's fine.
I thought it was perfect.
Whatever.
That's for what it. You mean for what it does? You know, I don't know.
I like it when Han Solo's like neck dislocates and misses the blaster bolt. That's the version I like.
Han has the Force.
Mm-hmm. So I think that's good. I like when they added the Jabba scene to it too, and he walks around him.
He steps on his tail.
Yeah, and it's just like Han Solo, like the movement is like too quick. He looks like a couple frames ahead of everything else. Awesome, fucking good. So Mandalorian's in good company. They had Bill Burr in it. All right, I was just kidding. We can actually talk about Silent Night, Deadly Night. Who watches Joe Bob Briggs' fucking marathon, huh? No one, right?
Everyone does.
Definitely not the same sort of people that would listen to this podcast.
No, for sure.
Yeah. Nah, no crossover at all. Silent Night, Deadly Night. Luckily, it's only fucking the perfect length of time for these shitty horror movies. 79 minutes.
It also, like, the horror really kicks in about halfway through the movie.
Yeah, there's a lot of build up to his spree, if you will. Little Billy witnesses his parents getting killed by Santa after being warned by a senile grandpa that Santa punishes those who are naughty.
Hey, Billy, your parents are gone now. Let me tell you a secret story.
Now Billy is 18 and out of the orphanage, and he has just become Santa himself. Whoa! Why was his grandpa like, I'm just gonna play like brain dead around your parents, and as soon as the guy's like, Santa's gonna get you.
I'm dying, Billy. This is how I get my kicks.
Yeah, like it's just a prank.
It seemed like, right?
Yeah.
What fucking disease could he possibly have that he's like, this is a fucking good idea?
Yeah, the way the scene's set up is like he was a completely normal grandpa up until that point. You know what I mean? Because yeah. Billy's like, why is grandpa acting so strange? And then as soon as the parents are gone, he's like, guess what? Santa's gonna punish you.
Santa's gonna come and gonna gut you like a fish. I like that. Like Billy gets to the heart of my problem with this, like really quick. He's like, "Why? If Grandpa can't talk, why the hell are we here on Christmas Eve?"
Yeah, I like that. He's like, "What the fuck are we doing here then?" They were getting documents or something, right?
Also, what year did this come out? 86, 87, 84.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's okay that no one was wearing seatbelts, but I feel like at that point you knew.
She just got the baby in her lap.
Yeah.
Remember that one time we saw a baby die?
I don't think it died, but we saw a car accident and a kid get ejected from a car, which was not fun.
I have some shocking news for you.
Oh man.
Mom lied to us about the baby surviving.
I fucking hate you.
Yeah, welcome to the podcast. It's fucking dark.
Merry Christmas. Fuck everything.
Fuck yeah, Merry Christmas, huh? Muppets Christmas Carol. It's a film from 1990 starring the Muppets. Our main character, Gonzo. He's got a friend named Rizzo who's a rat. Gonzo's chickens do not appear. Why not? They do a little bit.
It's one of the Muppets Christmas movies, so not everybody's gonna fit into a part. But
they managed to squeeze Kermit and Miss Piggy into it.
Of course, it's Kermit.
Yeah.
As long as they're a subject of Muppets, I got a Disney Plus movie I got to pitch. Actually, 2 of them. They're both based on William Shakespeare plays. We're gonna do Much Ado About Nothing with the Muppets, and we're gonna do A Midsummer's Night's Dream with the Muppets.
Midsummer. A Midsummer.
A Midsummer.
It's gonna be a mix of Midsummer and a Midsummer Night's Dream. Sounds pretty spooky.
You don't want to know what happens to Miss Piggy.
She turns into like the fucking May Queen. It's awesome. All right, so The Muppets Christmas Carol was originally released by TriStar Pictures on November 9th, 1984. Oh wait, no, what?
You flip some things around. Go ahead.
Yeah, The Muppets Christmas Carol received substantial controversy over its promotional material and content, which featured a killer Santa Claus played by Fozzie Bear. Right? That's Muppets Christmas Carol?
Sounds right.
No, I'm mixing it all together. Silent Night, Deadly Night was about Killer Santa. Yeah, people didn't fucking like that, huh? Why not? They'd already done it before.
Black Christmas, right?
Nah. Black Christmas is a Christmas horror movie, but it just takes place around Christmas.
Man, why is my memory as though there's a killer Santa in that?
Oh, you're probably just remembering American Horror Story Season 2 Asylum. Where Ian McShane plays Killer Santa. That show's so derivative. The film was gonna be called Sleigh Rise.
Or Santa's Sleigh.
Yeah, SLAY. Before TriStar decided to change the title to Silent Night, Deadly Night. Speaking of Black Christmas, though, when it was initially released, they were calling it Silent Night, Evil Night, but they changed it back to Black Christmas. You know why they didn't want to call it Black Christmas at first?
Why?
Because they thought people were going to think it was a blaxploitation movie. Like, no one will go see a movie about black people having a Christmas. Yeah.
I also like the idea that if it's called Black Christmas, obviously it's about black people, right? Mm-hmm. And if it's about black people, it's an exploitation movie. Can't just be like a fucking family movie, right?
Well, that's the whole thing is when people talk about blaxploitation, they basically just mean any black film that was being made in that period. Because the only black films that were getting made were being made by smaller studios that were exploiting the black audience. We talked about that more in the I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. I was going to say My Name is Dolomite episode, but
no, we just talked about My Name is Dolomite in the I'm Gonna Get You Sucker episode.
Eddie Murphy's going to start doing stand-up again.
Yeah, I heard that.
Or he's been doing stand-up, but he might have like a special coming out.
I bet he got some money from Netflix.
Yeah. Netflix is giving everyone money except for us. Spotify's giving every podcast money too except for us. Spotify, hit me up. I don't care. I'll sell out.
Netflix,
big time.
I'll make a move. I'll make a new Stranger Things for you.
Big time. There's all these purity tests on the internet from like anarchists and socialists and shit. Like, oh, you got to do it for the cause and blah blah blah. It's easy for you guys to say when you're all like upper middle class like journalist kids and shit. That, oh, you could do it for the cause because like your parents are wealthy and your family's doing all right and shit. Like, nah, I need health insurance, so I'll fucking sell out. Fuck you.
Get your money.
Yeah. Yep. It opened in 398 theaters in the Northeast and Midwest United States because there was more Catholic people there. They thought they would be able to agitate the Catholics.
Let's piss off those Catholics.
Mm-hmm. Check it out. It outgrossed Wes Craven's landmark slasher Nightmare on Elm Street, which opened the same day, but in 235 fewer theaters. Whoa, one of them kind of went on to be a classic throughout its entire lifetime, though, and the other one is Silent Night, Deadly Night. So, that factoid kind of, who cares?
I believe from tweets I've read on the internet that box office is the most important factor in deciding whether or not art is good.
You're right, Pitch Perfect 2 is better than Mad Max Fury Road, because money. The PTA fought to have this film removed from theaters due to its subject matter and the fact that it was shown around Christmas. But an earlier film with a similar premise called Christmas Evil, no problem. Guy came out, made some money, no one said shit.
Yeah, but I mean, if I'm a filmmaker, I want people to protest and boycott my movie and try to get it removed because it's good for me.
With that in mind, they didn't expect the Killer Santa thing to be a problem because it had been done in other films before. What they were trying to do and what they expected was the portrayal of the Catholic Church to be controversial.
Oh.
But everyone
knows the Catholic nuns are assholes.
Yeah, but everyone was just kind of like, oh no, a bad Santa. It's like people missing the point of a film in a new and interesting way. The big thing, though, is television advertisements for the movie were aired between episodes of Three's Company and Little House on the Prairie, which are, family-friendly shows. So that led to parents complaining about kids being scared of Santa Claus.
Perfect.
Yeah, large crowds formed at theaters and malls around the nation to protest the film. The East Coast premiere in the Bronx. Protesters picketed the theater and sang Christmas carols in protest. That would make me want to go see the movie harder. If there's people outside caroling. Like,
jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
So it actually got pulled from theaters a week after its release.
Oh no. Sounds
yep.
like a deadly night.
It only grossed $2.5 million. Oh man. They probably only made it for like $70,000. So
yeah, that's still.
I think they're like, okay. Producer Ira Barmark told People magazine.
He had a toy store in the movie.
Yeah, Ira's Toy Store. It is named after him. Good catch. People have taken offense at Santa being used in a scary context. Santa Claus is not a religious figure. He's a mythic character. I didn't deliberately ride roughshod over that sensitivity, and I didn't anticipate its objection to it. Which makes sense. Like, for some reason, to me, like, this movie's not offensive at all. How the fuck? Oh no, evil Santa Claus. What?
It's not even Santa Claus. It's some dude dressed up as Santa Claus.
I know. All right, let me pitch this to you. Basically the same movie.
Evil Santa Claus.
It actually was the Santa Claus in the beginning was the real Santa Claus, the murder rape guy. And Billy dedicates his whole life to getting revenge on Santa Claus. So instead of becoming spree killer Santa Claus, it's a revenge film about Billy trying to kill Santa Claus on Christmas night.
He ends up just killing a bunch of elves or some shit.
Well, I mean, he gets Santa eventually. It's like, a revenge movie. He'll have to go through some of Santa's goons, elves, but eventually he'll get to Santa Claus. He's been training his whole life to kill Santa Claus.
Let me pitch
He's got
you
like tons of like improvised Santa weapons and stuff. It's awesome.
Let me pitch you another movie based on the pitch you just presented to me. And same Santa concept, but you remember the Tim Allen classic trilogy, The Santa Claus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember the first movie, they accidentally kill Santa?
Yeah, then he has to be Santa Claus.
Right. So it's like a Kill Bill Volume 3 kind of thing. So it's the original Santa's son has found out who killed his father, and now he's out for revenge on the new Santa Claus.
Oh, so he doesn't rape and murder?
No, there's no rape and murder. He's just out there to kill Tim Allen, which is something that a lot of us want to do. I feel like it's...
Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Cocaine. Yeah, Tim Allen's one of those guys who said you're not allowed to be funny anymore because people are too sensitive. Oh. Gay people. Oh. Can't use the F word anymore. Oh. Society's falling apart. It's a couple other wieners similar to Tim Allen. You might know them by the names of Siskel and Ebert. They condemned the film.
This podcast has been it's done a real number on my opinion of Roger Ebert.
He was an opinionated asshole. That was his job, and sometimes he was wrong. They condemned the film, and Siskel went as far as to read names of the film's production crew on air, telling them, "Shame on you." Siskel also said that all the money the filmmakers were making off of this film was blood money.
Blood money. It's not like they made a fucking movie that glorified the Holocaust, guys.
They took such a hard moral stance on a shitty horror movie about a guy dressed as Santa Claus. Fuck it, but this is in the midst of the satanic panic, so everyone's all...
Oh, yeah, we were amazing the monsters.
Yeah, everyone's all wrapped up in this bullshit. Even Siskel and Ebert. Everyone's in a fervor about anything that's sort of contradictory to mainstream culture. And then eventually Tipper Gore will fix everything.
Thanks, Tip.
Until she gets absolutely eviscerated by Dee Snider, Frank Zappa, Oh shit! And fucking Jello Biafra on like the Donahue show. He tears her ass apart. Speaking of Donahue, guess what he did?
A show about this movie?
Yeah, dedicated an entire hour of his TV show to the controversy surrounding this film. I kind of want to go back to the 80s and 90s when we had those like daily talk shows where all it was about whatever suburban mums were scared of at that point.
They still have them. Yeah, I think they're not.
Oh, really? Still around?
Yeah, they're still around.
Oh, what do they talk about now? Like Fortnite and shit? Kids dancing everywhere. Boys shouldn't be dancing.
We can't even be funny anymore.
I don't like my wife. I would never say that. I'm a man in want of a wife.
A country genteel.
I need me a country woman who can...
I'm looking for a fine country woman who enjoys a slower, quieter life and can fix me a fine peach cobbler on a Sunday afternoon.
I guess that sounds alright. I was thinking more like wants to watch horror movies.
But yeah, you can eat peach cobbler and watch a horror movie.
That's true.
I've done it.
I don't actually know what I'd be looking for in a wife. None of like the girls I've dated have like consistent features or anything. I don't know if I have a type or anything. It's just,
Roman nose.
whenever I find someone who's interesting, I'm like, cool.
Aquiline features.
Aquitaine?
Aquitaine.
Aquitaine.
Hey, you call me goddamn Aquitaine?
Check this out.
No, I don't want to.
All right.
Shut up.
All right, podcast is over. Sean doesn't want to check things out anymore. Director Charles E. Sellers was uncomfortable with shooting the death scenes, so the film's editor, Michael Spence, came in as the co-director for the film.
You're making a horror movie.
Why'd you sign on for this movie? So who's in this movie?
They got Wyatt's dad from Weird Science.
Yeah, Britt Lanny. He's also Reg in Great Outdoors. I was looking him up because I was like, see this guy everywhere. Six.
That's it.
What? Well, first we got Robert Brian Wilson, who plays Billy. This movie started his career and possibly ruined his career. The rest of his filmography is like TV shows in the 80s and 90s, just like guest starring episodes. And I think he fell off the face of the earth. I mean, they like drag him out for like horror festivals and screenings for the show and stuff now, which is, I mean, it's good work if you can get it. But that's about all his career amounted to.
I'm surprised they didn't drag him out for like one of the remakes they made. Didn't they make 2 remakes of this fucking movie?
No,
I definitely remember
there's
1.
4 sequels, and there's a remake in 2006. But I mean, the real star of the show here, it's fucking queen of the VHS cult. She's back at it, boys. Linnea Quigley.
Woo!
Woo! I actually have a woo in my notes.
Woo!
Linnea Quigley's back. Woo!
Woo! She's only in it for 2.
She's in the
2-3 minutes.
Yeah, she's in the cool scene in the movie though.
Where her boyfriend's downstairs, like, man, someone is making quite the racket upstairs.
She's really screaming up there. I'll just keep playing pool. Also, having sex on a pool table.
Yeah, uncomfortable.
Yeah, that sounds wild.
The whole reason they did it is because of that cool ass tiger painting in the background.
Yeah.
Did you notice how many pictures of tigers are in that house?
You know, man, that's her dad's selling cocaine. That's like a cocaine guy's house. I just feel like a tiger sometimes, you know?
I'm on the prowl.
Here's what Linnea Quigley had to say about the controversy, and I agree with her. She said, "Oh my God, I was shocked when my manager called me in Mexico and said that. I was like, are you kidding me? I mean, to me, this is another horror film. I couldn't understand it at all." Which is, yeah, what the fuck? It's just some dumb horror movie with Santa Claus. What's the deal? Huh? What's the deal?
I don't know, man. What's the deal?
Nah, it's a satanic panic. Everyone was fucking dumb in the 80s. And they're still dumb now. Interesting.
No, the other thing.
Interesting. Tedious. Yeah, you know what?
That's tedious.
Yeah, that's my entire life, like having to deal with being a member of society and that sort of thing is, man, this shit sure is tedious.
Oh, you don't agree with society, but you participate in it?
I'm forced to participate in it.
I'm the Joker, baby.
I'm the Joker, baby. Man, Todd Phillips, he's gonna get that Oscar, baby.
Fuck me.
So that scene where he goes to the Clown Depot, baby. Baby, the Clown Depot. So at the time of the controversy, there was one very outspoken actor. He was absolutely aghast, offended, and appalled about Silent Night, Deadly Night. How could they do this to Santa Claus?
Clint Eastwood.
Mickey Rooney.
Ah, damn it.
But guess what?
What?
Can you guess?
No. He saw the movie. He's like, oh, never mind.
No, Mickey Rooney stars in Silent Night, Deadly Night 5, The Toy Maker. Stupid ass hypocrite little bitch.
They purposefully tried to get him for that movie.
Yeah, there's rumors supposedly that he didn't know it was a sequel. And he just signed on. But no, he just needed the fucking money as he stupid ass little hypocrite little bitch. Fuck Mickey Rooney. Fucking shonen traitor. Middle finger in the air. I don't know why I'm so mad at Mickey Rooney.
I don't know why
I'm not really that upset, but I mean, he is probably just a hypocrite little bitch.
Lots of people are.
Yeah. Yeah. You said it. All right. What do you think of this stank film?
Fantastic.
Oh, you like it?
I was entertained from beginning to end. I mean, again,
it's a fun movie.
I've said this, this will be the last time I ever say it on this fucking podcast, but you can enjoy almost any one of these movies if you go into it with the right mindset, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna watch a bad movie, but there's some fun to be had here. But if you go into it, there's plenty of fucking plot holes here, and contrivances, and bad acting, and just weird shit. But it's a fun ride.
Yeah, it's like, all right, so even on the level of deep genre films and stuff like that, Black Christmas is 10 times the movie this is, even though that's looked on poorly a little bit because it's a horror movie. But so even within its own genre and even its own subgenre of being a Christmas horror movie, Silent Night, Deadly Night, not very well made, but pretty fucking fun to watch. As soon as they get to the grandpa,
you're like,
him and the child Billy interacting, you're like, what the fuck is this movie doing? Listen here, Billy.
Listen here, Billy. You want to know a secret about Santa Claus? Have you been a good boy? Because if you've been a naughty boy, he's going to cut your testicles off.
And then the Santa in the beginning movie that's on a spree that seems to have no motivation besides
he's just like, I'm
just killing people on Christmas for some reason. Because the first, maybe a robbery goes wrong, right? But then, no, he just shoots the guy just cuz. And then he's like, also, I'll just rape and murder this family. Because why not?
Mike, like, the first contrivance, right, is obviously here. Like, what happened to this dude?
He just doesn't like Christmas.
No, but I mean, like, he kills the mom and the dad, right? He's just like, where are you, little boy? I'm gonna kill you.
Oh yeah, how does that scene actually
How does that end? Because his brother's in the car crying. Does the dude just get bored and wander off?
Yeah, he probably just goes back to his car and drives away.
He's like, oh man, where the fuck am I? What the hell happened here? And he just gets in his car and drives off.
Yeah, and then what happened to Billy and his brother? They just froze to death. No, they made it to the orphanage somehow. Yeah, and then another aspect of it that's not fully realized, I guess, is the criticism of the Catholic Church.
Yeah, they're just there as a device, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because, Mother Superior is uptight. As the Catholic Church has proven in history, they don't really understand or care about humanity the way they say they do. So they're just like, I don't care if he's got PTSD or whatever. Fucking, I don't give a shit. He's
gonna be a goddamn good boy in Santa Claus's lap.
Yeah, and sex is bad. Oh, he saw two people having sex. He must be punished too. Fucking weird. But then there's the nice nun, right? Sister Margaret.
When Sister Margaret later on, after he gets the job at the toy store, she calls to check on him.
Yeah.
And the dude's like, oh, he's playing Santa Claus now.
And she's like, oh, shit.
Yeah, but then she's on the phone with the guy. She's like, oh, my God, that's concerning. Better hang up.
It's like, she doesn't even say anything. She's just like, oh, no. And the music's like, dun. And she hangs up. That just probably like, what the fuck? And she could have just been like, oh, he probably shouldn't be Santa. You should tell him he needs to call me. And
yeah, like, can you get him on the phone real quick? I need to talk to him, maybe?
She's like, no, fuck that.
I mean, I guess she shows up at the toy store, but...
Yeah. I like the montage of him at the toy store where they show Mr. Sims, the manager, Britt Laney, and he just does like an improving nod. He's like, that guy really is stocking some boxes.
I love the fucking song. On the warm side of the door.
How about
my brother standing there on the warm side of the door.
Christmas Eve, they close up shop, and it's fucking time to get just drunk at work. Just
that's how it used to
wasted.
happen in the 80s.
Right in the middle of the toy store. You don't even go to a bar or anything. You just stay at work.
Kyle, the place I used to work at until maybe like 3 or 4 years before I started working there, their Christmas party, they used to bring a beer truck into the parking lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That shit sounds fun.
Party hard. I like how
Man,
so,
that's
like,
the thing is, like, I imagine a lot of places I worked at, if we had like a Christmas party where like,
yeah, you know
all
why
bets
they
were
stopped
off,
doing it.
It was like, man, there would.
And this is like,
we'd be doing so many fucking drugs.
well, yeah, you got, that's exactly
Stealing
why they fucking stopped doing
computers.
it.
Yeah,
And I worked at like a finance company where everybody was like,
real stuffy.
yeah, a lot of college football fans, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, honkies. Crackers too. Honkies and crackers. Flavorless crackers. Mayonnaise. Yeah.
I like how there's like 10 people in the store, but like half of the store just disappears as soon as the party starts.
Oh,
There's like a blonde girl there and another dude, and as soon as the bottle's open, they just dip.
I mean, I kind of would too. There wasn't like, it didn't seem like there's a lot going on. I don't know if I would want to get drunk with my schlubby 50-year-old manager at the toy store. You know, I'd probably like,
It's time to get shit faced.
Cool, thanks
He's
for the
here
drink.
to try to get
on
on with
Christmas
the secretary.
Eve. Christmas Eve is when our family hangs out anyways. I'd
Yeah,
be like,
that's true.
oh, sorry, cannot attend. Yeah, that's the aspect of it for me that's weird. It's like they don't got anywhere else to be. They're just gonna hang out in the toy store,
Billy's an orphan.
get drunk. They're like, you can't all be orphans. Or actually, Ira only hires orphans.
Less questions asked when they suddenly disappear.
And they suddenly get murdered. Yeah, so because of the trauma that Billy experienced as a child, on Christmas Eve after playing Santa Claus, he goes crazy. He goes on a spree. Part of it seems to also be out of sexual frustration,
Yeah.
because he's into Pam, and Pam seems to be into him.
Yeah, Pam's into him.
But then there's the other dude who
It's a little shit.
he's like a little guy, you know, like a short guy.
I liked when he was yelling at Billy in the back room, like, "You do this shit again, you're gonna be in some big trouble."
Yeah, it's like he is boss or something. But Billy's just like, man, fuck off about work, man. Ain't trying to hear that shit. Trying to smash or not kill. One of them things. Yeah, so he's got there's like a little wiener guy that works with him who's also trying to put the moves on Pam. And by
His
put the moves, I
are,
mean sexual assault. And that's kind of, I mean, it's all building up inside Billy. He's just like, punish, naughty, punish. And he saves Pam by killing the Wiener Man. He strangles him with the Christmas lights, and then there's a lot of blood coming out of his neck. Where'd that blood come from?
I imagine the Christmas lights really cut into
They punctured
like,
into him?
barbed wire Christmas
Billy's
lights.
fucking strong, man.
You saw the way that Ira looked at him. He's like, "Oh, that man can lift so many boxes.
Mhm.
It's a job for a man, and that's a man I've ever seen one."
Look at that cut of meat. He is a really fucking cut for a random actor in the 80s.
Yeah, he's a real blast hard cheese.
Mm-hmm. So he kills the dude, and Pam's like, I get being upset because he killed the dude, but I don't know. I feel like I might kill a dude in the same situation, you know? I never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, like in the heat of the moment, but I can't imagine wrapping a electrical lights around the dude's neck and like hanging him with it.
If he tries to fight back, I might. You know what it's like in the heat of the moment. Fucking someone try to get you, you gotta get them. Sometimes you gotta kill. Justified homicide. New Jack from professional wrestling. Yeah, he's got some murder charges, all deemed justified homicide. I don't know if that shit's real though.
No, it's hard to tell in wrestling, isn't it?
Kind of, but like New Jack's like a serious dude, I think. I don't know. He's like my favorite shoot interview behind the scenes wrestler guy I talk to because he's got some brain damage. But,
Do most wrestlers.
and probably from like doing drugs and stuff, but he's still really interesting. And like if he's comfortable, like sometimes you'll see him, he'll be with like an interviewer who's just like really shitty,
Uh-huh.
and he's like real standoffish and mean to him, which is like still entertaining. But sometimes if it's somebody he's comfortable with, he'll like actually talk about real shit. You're like, damn, New Jack's real interesting. And that's why I want to make a New Jack biopic. For real, like if I ever have the opportunity of like, yeah, you know, fucking it's time to do like a shitty biopic. I'll be like, New Jack time.
Is your topic?
Yep. He should have been the star of The Wrestler, Darren Aronofsky, you idiot. I don't know. How did we start talking about New Jack? Oh, I was talking about Justified Homicide. Yeah, so whatever. Pam's mad. She didn't like it. So he kills Pam too. She's naughty though, right? She had her breasts out.
No, the dude ripped open her shirt. That's not her fault.
I know, but like he's got all mixed up morality because of Catholicism.
And his fucking weird ass grandpa.
Yeah. Well, I think the sexual part of it is from
that's
Catholicism,
definitely
from Mother Superior. Well, I guess also the rape with his attempted rape of his mother by Santa. But I don't know. It's all in there. I like to think of it as more of a dig at Catholicism, because organized religion has sort of like tainted everyone's perspective on sexuality anyway. So.
No, not the Mormon religion.
They wear magic underwear.
Exactly.
So that their wieners can't get strong.
No, it's so that their wieners can't feel the dirty sex magic coming.
Oh,
from.
the detritus?
Yeah.
Oh, sex in the air. I love the smell of it.
I was going to make that joke.
Oh, damn. Thanks, Rihanna. Yeah, so that's what triggers his spree, and he just wants to punish people for being naughty, which is understandable, but you need to direct that energy into positivity, like being like in a S&M sort of relationship, or have a job where you dominate people and you punish people for money.
Yeah, a police officer.
Yeah, like a cop. I was thinking more in a consensual way, but
no.
In a non-consenting way, yeah, then you're a cop. Yeah, you dole out punishment for property crimes and things like that. It's very cool, very cool. What do you think about?
I try not to think.
The climax of the movie, where he's going to the orphanage to kill Mother Superior, presumably, right?
Uh-huh.
But in his own messed up morality, why would he see Mother Superior as naughty?
I don't know. Because she was the source of his sense of righteousness. Yeah, again, if you think about this movie too much, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you're right. It's still pretty fun. I will say, though, it being rediscovered and becoming a cult classic later in its life, yeah, it's a fun movie, blah, blah, blah. I'd rather watch Black Christmas.
I'd rather watch Muppets Christmas Carol.
Well, yeah, but if I'm watching a Christmas horror movie, I'll just watch Black Christmas. It's a much better movie. This movie mostly got famous because of the sequel being crazy and clips of it being on the internet, Garbage Day. People going back and watching this one and being like, oh, this is actually kind of okay slasher movie. And it is, but really, for me, the only scene I really like is the Linnea Quigley scene. It's the only, interesting slasher part of the movie to me,
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, when the sheriff deputy is wandering around the orphanage and getting spooked by everything, I don't know. For some reason, I'm like, they're just really trying to do Halloween right here.
I like when he kills Father O'Houlihan. It's just not a big deal. There's no investigation. There's no. It's all right, we'll just drag the body out there. You stay there. In case the real killer shows up.
I actually do kind of like the scene that seems to come from a completely different movie halfway through, where the sledding scene.
Oh yeah,
where they introduce these four characters that have an implied relationship that you're immediately familiar with by on the dialogue. I was like, someone else had to have wrote this fucking scene.
It was weird.
It came from a different movie. It's hell yeah, watch me bomb this hill. Oh no, what if I hate a tree?
You're right. It was a little short story inside the fucking movie.
But I like, or it's funny to me when he's like, oh man, what if I hit a tree? And he's like, come on, pussy. And then they go down the hill and they're going 3 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's
they're
the guy has to
self-propel themselves, and it doesn't seem fun at all. Check me, watch me bomb this hill. I found the perfect hill.
This hill sucks.
Yeah, but then he jumps out and decapitates him, and it's pretty good when the headless body just careens down. It's like, and his friend's reaction to it, which I've seen is like genuine enough. You probably would just like scream your head off if that happened to you. But there's just something funny about him, like because it went on for so long. Yeah, so I like that little vignette that showed up in the middle of the movie. It was like, all right, now let's check in on like Home Alone 4. and then
but our killer's gonna run through this movie real quick.
Our killer just came through. It's like in Gremlins 2 when the Gremlins start showing up in other
John
movies.
Wayne.
Yeah, it was like, what the fuck? What a gag. They didn't do it on purpose though. It was just that scene was written better than most of the other ones. And like kind of acted better too. Somehow that one like smarmy kid was a better actor than everyone else in the movie. Except for Linnea Quigley.
No one can get impaled by antlers like Linnea Quigley.
That's right. So no one can get their breasts out like Linnea Quigley.
I think about Duff.
Hillary Duff?
Duff.
You like Duff.
You like Duff. Hillary Duff.
Don't come down here. We're doing our homework.
It's Lizzie McGuire.
When we first meet our romantic couple, there's curling outside, and the boy can't concentrate on his boner because of the curling, so he hits the cassette deck, the ghetto blaster, and it's like, oh, cool. Luckily, there's just some porn music on. Just a little smooth acid jazz, real swinging 60s shit. Why would that be on the radio?
Music to hang dong to.
And then he just plays pool while she gets killed. Also, when he comes into the scene where she's hanging on the antlers already, she would have been in his.
Yeah, I know he walks right past her.
He's like, what's going on? Oh, he's like, oh no!
I can't imagine he was a very attentive lover.
He couldn't find the clit.
And then she kept pointing to it. He's like, I don't see it.
What?
And then her little sister gets a box cutter for Christmas.
Yeah, so she can be a Santa killer too. He's like, you been good this year? And she's like, yeah, fucking, I'm not gonna lie, or I'm not gonna tell the truth to Santa.
Not this Santa.
Shit, here's a box cutter for your troubles. Yeah, he just gets shot though, and his brother's like, oh, there's a little sting at the end where his brother Ricky's still in the orphanage after he's shot. Mother Superior's like, oh, children, and Ricky's like, you're naughty. And that's it, man. It's all the fixins are there, all the ingredients, so that you can have 4 more sequels.
Woof. One with Mickey Rooney.
The second one is a heartless cash grab that they turn around real quick based on video sales and stuff for this one.
Mm-hmm. Garbage Day.
They basically recut this movie, framing around Ricky in the mental asylum talking to a therapist, getting out, doing his own little spree. Joe Bob mentioned this on his marathon.
This is why I'm never gonna be like Joe Bob, because we can't fucking get our words out.
I'm unstoppable.
I am probably very stoppable.
Numbers on the board. Jose Menendez was the producer on the second one. Oh my god. And Jose Menendez killed by his sons, Eric and Lyle Menendez.
And also, that would go on to inspire one of my favorite black comedy movies, Cable Guy.
I think they were Asian. They looked like they might have been Asian. Well, because that was in the Menendez trial, or when the crime first happened. Didn't they try to blame it on the black guys?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Or Italian mafia or something? Something weird.
There was also that one woman who killed her kids, and it's like, and they were kidnapped by black guys.
Yeah. People don't change. Yeah, I think that's pretty interesting, because Jose Menendez was a big-time Hollywood producer. And then, I mean, it was, man, keep your friends close. Keep your enemies closer. I don't know. And then your enemies are your sons, and they kill you. Huh.
I guess I'll take that as a lesson.
It's a cautionary tale about why you should never be wealthy. Your kids will kill you. Then they'll appear on Mark Jackson's NBA trading cards. Nice. All right. Well, any final words on Silent Night, Deadly Night?
Garbage Day.
Any other good Christmas horror movies?
There's only like 5 that I can think of.
I think there's probably a bunch that aren't very good. Yeah, I just kind of like Black Christmas, and this one's all right. None of the sequels are very good. Ernest Saves Christmas. I guess that's not a horror movie then. Yeah, just watch Muppets Christmas Carol. There, one of the ghosts in Muppets Christmas Carol was really scary to me as a kid. So
the Ghost of Christmas Future, the Grim Reaper one.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Ghost of Christmas Present. Come in and know me better, man.
Ghost of Christmas Past is a little bit creepy too, but like in a really ethereal, beautiful way. Like it made me feel weird when I was a kid.
Yeah, like James Earl Jones and Conan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess that wraps it up for Silent Night, Deadly Night. Next week, we're gonna be watching not a Muppets Christmas Carol, but another version of Christmas Carol starring Bill Murray.
Oh man, it's a Terry Gilliam joint.
No, it's not.
Wait, no, it's not. It's
fucking Donner, Richard Donner.
Yeah, Richard Donner.
We're watching Scrooged. It's actually like a good, heartwarming Christmas movie. Figured we should watch one that's like actually good, and it'll be out on Christmas. Yeah, I watched Scrooge. It should be pretty good. Bill Murray's in it.
Who?
Remember when Bill Murray released the Christmas special he did?
I think 2 or 3 years ago, right?
Yeah, it had like Miley Cyrus and stuff in it.
I never watched it. I guess I could watch it this year.
It's pretty good. They do a version of Fairy Tale in New York.
Oh,
Yeah.
do the easy up for
I don't know. I think they might hop over that part. Yeah. All right. Where's next week? Scrooged. It's gonna be serious. Christmas magic will be in the air.
This will come out on Christmas.
Yep. Christmas magic.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Although,
yeah, Merry Christmas in advance. We'll talk to you on Christmas.
You'll be hearing our sweet voices on Christmas.
On
I know
Christmas.
you'll.
People
your family.
sure go out. They'll definitely go out of their way to listen to our Christmas episode.
Hell yeah.
About Bill Murray and shit.
Hopefully, I remember to put it up.
The dude that plays Billy in this movie, I already forgot his name. Robert or something. He had a bunch of just first names. Recently appeared in a Hallmark Christmas movie playing a character named Kyle.
That's
so, just keep that one and put that one into your hat and think about it.
What does it all mean?
I don't know. Shit, the connections, the world's flat. Time is a flat circle. Blah, 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 the Yellow King.
I'm the Lizard King.
Yeah, that'll do for VHS Cult.
VHS Cult.
Go to McVentureProductions.com. Twitter, iTunes, rate and review. Follow us on Twitter.
Smash the like button.
Yeah, go to Instagram. I hardly ever post on Instagram.
I post it once in a while.
I don't check it out.
If you see posts on Instagram, it's probably me.
Oh shit, check it out.
I'm at Sean McDonald on Twitter.
Good luck finding me.
You can find them through me.
You just go on the website, McVentureProductions.com.
I actually don't think your Twitter handle's on there.
Oh shit, mysterious.
Because you went like 8 months without a Twitter handle.
Uh-huh. You gotta put it on there. What if my wife is waiting? My wife's out there.
I feel like if she really wanted to find you, she could.
How? I basically have no internet presence. She's out there waiting for me. Better than Grimes. Better than Lauren Mayberry from Churches.
She has all the lenses in her eyes.
Better than Keira Knightley, Zhang Ziyi, all of them combined. Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah, it's one weird looking
the
girl.
ultimate wife for Kyle. We call her Queen Wifey. You have to do everything she says. She does ball torture. Oh no. Alright, VHS Cult. Bye.